Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? It is the King Hitman, and as you can see, we got words up on the screen. What the hell do the words mean? We're about to find out together. This is good. Thank you to Garesh, as per usual. Thank you to the JP team, I guess, for tweeting it out. And thank you to anybody else who I use as a reference in this video. Now, Garesh's translations for this Android 18, this new Android 18 that came out on JP specifically, she is STR. You see the image is super blurry. This is not because I zoomed in. It's illegible. Like, if it was in English, I don't know if we'd be able to read it. It's that bad. I mean, not literally, but it's just, kanji is too sensitive for you to be obscuring images like that. But anyway, this Garesh can't translate this and be 100% sure that he's accurate about it because it's so illegible. Now they updated it and they gave us the more clear details. JP players seem to not be as annoyed with her details now that we know we fixed certain parts of her passive. Apparently she's better than we initially thought. I'm not sure how much better she is than we thought because I'm about to read her passive over again. And Garesh, this is before Garesh knows about the translations or the updated, ability to translate, if that makes sense. I can't find what the new details are. I didn't see any tweets that were telling us what she's doing better than what Garesh has right here. So I'm going to have to go off of this. And then if I'm wrong, well, I guess I am wrong. But this 70% of her correct passive is what we're rolling off of. Now, let me stop talking. I know y'all are tired of that. Let's get into it. 2 key. Attack and defense 150%. This Android 18 will get an additional attack and defense 100% when she super attacks. She has a medium chance to dodge. She gets attack 180% and dodge chance plus 18% if there are 4 or more Peppy Gal category allies on the team other than herself, or if there's a physical type enemy. That's a very interesting condition. She's super effective against all types for 6 turns or after dodging an enemy's attack. Now, it's rare that they put the wording of when there is a physical type enemy. Typically, you'll have your guard characters that trigger, extra defense 40% when guard is activated, right? Whatever that is, which insinuates you want to fight, if you're tech, you want to fight that AGL enemy. Sure, it's just odd. And then the super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn while causing supreme damage to the enemy. Like I said, this is at like maybe anywhere between 60 to 90% of her exact passive. I can't tell you. I can't find the correct translations. Now her link set is the standard Android 18 link sets, shocking speed, Battlefield Diva, shattering the limit, infinite energy. Categories, she is on Android / Cell Saga, Target Goku, Battle of Wits, Androids, Peppy Gals, and Siblings Bond. That's fine. She's just another 18 unit. I'm really not impressed. It kind of sucks because I feel like her animation is really nice. And I feel like Android 18 could get a Dokkan Fest and it will be completely warranted. But when you use Android 18 is a major character in the series. So when you use her as like a leverage for filler banners that no one's summoning on, that no one's running that type of passive, and no one really cares for what she's doing because she's not, the best unit on any team. It feels like you're putting her in a position where you can't really value the name of Android 18 in Dokkan until she gets some uber powerful busted unit once again. Like, it is what it is, I suppose. But I feel like stop wasting animations, damn it. I need to make sure that they use as few Android 18 animations as possible so that when she does get that Dokkan Fest, she has the full package of HD high quality renders. Now, passive skill for the new TUR Mamba. I'm not sure why you put SSR. She is a full TUR. She is a 120 unit. The Mamba, I'm not reading off their leader skills. I don't care about their leader skills. Passive skill, 2 key attack and defense 150%. Mamba will get an additional defense 100% when she supers. She will get an additional attack 500%, perform a critical hit, and for the 1 time during the turn, break an enemy action. Y'all know I love attack breaks, alright? Attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed has to be applied to the enemy. She will give all allies 40% attack, and she will have a high chance of debuffing all enemies by 20% attack if there are 4 or more Peppy Gals on the team other than herself, or there's an STR type enemy. You see what I mean? Like these conditions, like the 500% attack is actually whatever. You don't need that when you want to live. Like if you want to win a fight, her 500% attack is typically not gonna help you blaze through a boss, right? You need to worry about her defense. The attack debuffing is like a okay, you know, I can appreciate it. The 40% attack is a nice little, like, I appreciate that. The STR enemy thing, why are they doing this? Like, why? That's so odd. I don't know. I guess it just, and she's not on GT bosses, by the way, so it just takes away, you know, you want to run them on only Peppy Gal. That's not what I want to do. I want to run them on multiple teams. And so once again, we're back to square one, where she basically is stuck with 2 key attack, defense 150, defense 150. The debuff, sure. The attack buff, for sure. But the 500% attack thing and the critical hit, the attack breaking, is so weird. Like, why did they do that? Why did they wall it off so well? Her super attack greatly raises defense for 4 turns, supreme damage, and lowers the enemy's attack. Now her category, she's only on Peppy Gals, Earthlings, and Battle of Wits. Link set, Flee, Coward, Battlefield Diva, GT, Metamorphosis more than meets the eye, and Shattering the Limit. Sure, I mean, ain't the biggest deal. I ain't stressed about it. You feel me? It is what it is. It's just weird that she's on GT, I guess. Like, she's on GT, but she's not a GT boss. Like, we gotta work on, they gotta find a way to fix that, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. GT bosses is, honestly, I think it's gonna be dead forever. I'm not trying to be funny. I think it's gonna be a dead category for the rest of the time, unless they find a way to massively expand that roster. Now, here's the EZA physical launch, her passive skill, attacking. Remember, she transforms instantly. She starts off as blue hair launch. She turns into the blonde once she gets, you know, the sneeze. She does technically, in a way, have one of the OG intro animations. You can tell certain things were like, Dokkan was like, oh, we want this idea, but we're not sure how to apply it yet. So they had units that transformed turn 1, you know, Int Ribrian, the Int Great Saiyaman, this physical launch right here, where they have transformations which are kind of the intro to battle, but not quite. You know what I mean? So it's good. Now, attack and defense 150%. She launches 2 additionals, each of which has a high chance to be a super. She gets 3 key and additional attack and defense 120% with a high chance to crit for 7 turns. She gets attack 100% and seals the enemy's super if there's another Peppy Gal category ally on the turn. She gains an additional 30% chance to critical hit if the target enemy is sealed. You see how simple that is? I can run her on so many teams because she's built the way she is. Even though she has this condition for the 100% attack, it's really not that deep. Now, she will greatly raise defense for 1 turn. Oh, that's good. While greatly lowering attack and defense. You do that 2, 3, 4 times in a turn? Are you kidding me? She would obliterate a lot of content. I'm not sure what her, I mean, you want to give her full dodge too, because she has a 50 chance to crit. She's doing additionals. Oh, launch is so, I forgot that SSR launch was so good, man. So it's good to know that they didn't fail her too much. I mean, I don't see a weakness in her, actually. She seems to fit her role very well. Oceanus is the one I'm most excited for. I've loved Oceanus, Int Oceanus Shinron for years. It's one of my favorite, like, side TURs, if that makes sense. Like, she's one of my, you know, no one thinks about Oceanus as like, oh, that's a top 10 banner unit ever released. But I really used that unit a lot on a lot of my teams back in the day. So I'm happy that she's looking as good as she does, or I'm hoping she's going to look as good as she did as a TUR. Now, she gives herself, and remember on her super attack, which is one of the reasons I like her, she raises attack for 1 turn, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, and seal super attack. Now, the greatly raising defense was always there. She gives herself 3 key attack and defense 150%. She gets an additional attack and defense 100%, and performs an additional super if enemy is attack down or defense down. She is super effective with a great chance to stun, and a high chance to launch an additional super if the targeted enemy is in the sealed status. Oh man, like, she's good because if she double super, she's gonna be somewhere around like 6, 7, 800k defense. Shoot, she might be touching 900k with those links that she can trigger, but they didn't do much. Like, they didn't give her much at all. Oh, that's rough, man. Because once the enemy can't have their attack defense lowered, like, she's gonna be so exposed. That's rough. I liked Oceanus a lot, and they clearly They were worried. They were scared of her. I'm telling y'all. If y'all played back then and y'all used Oceanus, then you should know, bro. They were scared of her, and you can see that. It's rare that they're this scared of a banner TUR. But I guess it is what it is. Oh, that sucks. We also have a new red zone on the way. It is going to be a multi-stage difficult content run built around the support memory. So I'm sure that support memory is going to give like future allies 10% attack and defense, right? This is great because we found out. I'm recording this video after, but we found out the V-Jump scan leaks. Well, I guess just V-Jump. It was just the V-Jump scan, straight up. So we know what V-Jump has. It is based around Future Trunks, the time machine. We had that video, the last hint, thrown out a couple hours ago. Later tonight, we're going to get the data download that will show us more about the celebration, and it'll have the countdown images in there. So we'll be able to get a better grasp of everything that's going on. You guys know, we kind of just want the celebration part 1 info, and then we could just get the ball rolling, all right? But right now, both sides are kind of bored with what's going on. So we're fiending for worldwide content. But it is coming to both versions. You see JP, you see Global. You see Global, you see JP. So it's good. I'm sure this stage will have, like, it seems to be enemies. I think it might have anywhere between 6 to 8 stages. I mean, maybe 5 to 8 is a good one. I'm reading through the details. It doesn't say anything. Trunks and Mai's departure. So it's gonna have something to do with, you know, like Goku Black and things like that, or Zamasu, whatever. I would think that stage 1 could be the android, stage 2 could be Cell. Personally, I think stage 3 could be Perfect Cell. I think stage 4 could be Zamasu. Stage 5 could be Goku Black, maybe turning into a Rose. Stage 6 would be a merged Zamasu. That makes a lot of sense to me, but I mean, who cares? Like, no one's gonna be exactly right. So I'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you guys stopping by so much. It is the Young King Hitman, and let me know if now you guys are more excited for the worldwide celebration, man. We got more details. We basically have the theme wrapped up. We know exactly what we're getting into in terms of that, the general idea of what categories are going to get buffed the most. Young Hitman is off this.